Good. Please confirm if you are able to hear my voice. My voice is clear. And also confirm whether you are able to see my screen. Please, one of you, please confirm if my voice is clear and you are able to see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Right. So, in the previous class, we started discussing, okay, the second half of third unit, okay, the second half of third unit, which is special purpose devices. And I have explained you the Zener diode, okay, I've already explained you Zener diode, okay, and how it acts as a voltage regulator, okay. This already I have explained you on board in the previous class, right? What we will do in today's class is I will quickly revise the Zener diode, okay, and then we will see each and every point, okay, in detail, right? So first I will give the outline. So this is first is the revision of what we have already seen in the previous class, and then what we will do is point by point we will go into the details of each and every topic. Okay, so first, what is a Zener diode? Anybody answer in what way a Zener diode is different than an ordinary PN junction diode? Anybody please answer? In what way an Zener diode is different compared to ordinary PN junction diode? Anybody can answer? Yes, please answer. In what way? I hope my question is okay clear for you. In what way Zener diode is different from other diodes? Anybody please answer? Okay, so the only thing you have to remember is Zener diode is a heavily doped PN junction diode. Okay, right? Zener diode is simply heavily doped PN junction diode, right? Okay, so what happens when doping is heavy, okay, or when the doping is more? The width of the depletion region, will it be thick or thin? Anybody please answer again. The width of depletion region, okay, when the doping is high, right? Give me answer. Whether the width of the depletion region, is it?
Width decreases, sir.
Very good. Okay, correct answer, right? So we know, we have discussed this also in the previous class, that when doping is high, the width of the depletion region is thin. Okay, right? So the Zener diode breaks down at what voltage? Low voltage or high voltage? Please answer again. Because the width of the depletion region is thin, now the Zener diode will see, for example, something it is thin, you need more energy to break it or less energy to break. So tell me, Zener diode, will it break down at lower voltage or higher voltage? Yes,
Lower voltage, sir.
okay, correct answer. So the thing is that you need to remember about Zener diode. First, okay, doping is high. Doping is high means width of the depletion region is very thin. Okay, right? So at the reverse bias condition, the depletion region can break down easily. Hence, the depletion region breaks down at lower voltage. Okay, right? So, so far what we have discussed, okay, according to that, the important characteristics of a Zener diode is it breaks down at lower voltage. Okay, right? Breakdown happens at what bias? Forward bias or reverse bias? Anybody please answer again. Breakdown of junction, PN junction, it happens under what condition? Forward bias or reverse bias? Yes, please answer, students. 456 Meghana. The breakdown. Okay, good. Okay. So why am I saying this point? Because the Zener diode is used in its reverse bias condition. Okay, right? the primary application of the Zener diode is in the reverse bias condition. Okay. What about forward bias? No specific use. Okay. If you see the forward characteristics of the Zener diode, same as an ordinary PN junction diode. Okay. The forward characteristics of Zener diode are same as ordinary PN junction diode. Okay. So what is special about Zener diode means in the reverse bias condition, the Zener diode breaks down at lower voltage. Okay. I hope all of you are able to see my screen and the movement of the mouse. Okay. Another important thing, if there is any say signal issue or any disturbance, okay, immediately contact me, call me, right? One of you immediately call me so that we can rectify and then we will go ahead. Okay. So the important thing that you need to remember is this characteristics of the Zener diode under its reverse bias condition. Okay. So why this breakdown occurs? Okay, right? This breakdown, what do we mean by breakdown? If we gradually increase the reverse voltage across the Zener diode, okay, I hope all of you remember this is the symbol of Zener diode, okay, right? So this is like a diode, but there is a Z here. Tilt your head like this, okay, and see, then you can see a Z, okay, right? So this is the symbol of Zener diode. Okay, I hope all of you remember. So what is special about the Zener diode is when we gradually increase the reverse voltage, okay, the reverse current is negligible, right? Similar to an ordinary PN junction diode. But what happens when the reverse voltage is sufficiently large, the Zener diode breaks down. Okay. When the Zener diode breaks down, large current will start to flow. Okay. So if you see here, this region to this region, the current has increased, but the voltage is almost constant. Okay. Right. So this is the breakdown. And we have discussed this also earlier. This point is called as knee point. Okay. Right. Because this is something like your knee. This is like your leg, right? This is like your leg. If I am sitting, my leg position is like this, side angle, okay? And this is the knee, right? So that is why this is called as knee point. Okay, so this is the important feature of the Zener diode, that under reverse bias condition, it breaks down at lower voltage. Okay, right. Fine. So what is the reason for this breakdown? What is the effect known as? It is known as, anybody answer? Zener effect. Okay, it is known as Zener effect. Anybody can explain Zener effect? We have seen this in the previous class. What is Zener effect? Okay, right, listen carefully. So what happens? Because the doping is heavy, under reverse bias condition, the width of the depletion region, as we discussed, heavy doping, width of the depletion region is thin. Okay, width of depletion region is thin means the electric field intensity will be high. Okay, right? For a given voltage, the electric field intensity is high because the width of the depletion region is thin. So what this high electric field intensity will do? Okay, it will pull out the electrons from the valence band, or you can say rupture of covalent bond takes place. Okay, right? So when you gradually increase the voltage in the reverse direction, when the reverse voltage is sufficiently high, high electric field intensity is generated, okay, across the depletion region, right? So this high electric field intensity, what it will do is it will pull out the electrons from the valence band, okay, right? So charge carriers are generated. Charge carriers are generated means current increases, right? So there is a rapid increase in current. Although the voltage is almost constant, okay, slight change in voltage will give large change in current, okay, because the diode has broken down, right? Because more number of charge carriers are generated, okay, so the current is high. Fine. So all this again we have seen in the previous class. The important operation that we need to remember is Zener diode is operated in reverse bias. Okay, so reverse bias means, see this circuit, okay, cathode negative of the diode is connected towards the positive of the supply, right? This is the thing you need to remember. Okay, so obviously we are connecting a resistor to protect the Zener diode, right? Fine. So Zener diode we have discussed, and another important point, okay, we can have a control over this breakdown depending upon the width of the depletion region, okay. More the doping, thinner the depletion region, right? And the width of the depletion region will decide at what voltage the Zener diode will break down, okay. So I repeat again, the width of the depletion region will decide at what voltage the Zener diode will break down. Doping will decide the width of the depletion region, right? Okay. So indirectly, can anybody answer what can we conclude from this? See, it is like A equal to B, B equal to C. So we can say A is equal to C, correct? So doping will decide the width of the depletion region, right? Width of the depletion region will decide the breakdown voltage. Clear? So what do you understand from this? Anybody, can you please answer? What will determine the breakdown voltage? It is simply the doping. Okay. You can have precise control over the breakdown voltage, okay, by selecting the suitable doping. Clear? Okay. So this is about the Zener diode, right? Next, again, let us see this particular characteristics. Okay. So this region is called as breakdown region. This particular region, okay, because here the Zener diode has broken down, right? So large current is flowing. Okay. Fine. So this voltage is called as VZ. Okay, breakdown voltage or Zener voltage. Okay, what do you mean by 5.1 volt Zener diode? Means the Zener diode will break down at 5.1 volt. Okay, so that is this particular breakdown voltage. Now here, if you see in this region, this is the minimum current that should flow through the Zener diode, okay, so that it will operate in the breakdown region, right? Okay, what is the important characteristics of this breakdown region? Okay, see, for example, from this point to this point, when we travel from this point to this point, the current is increasing, okay, along the y-axis, right? The current is increasing, okay. The magnitude of the current along the y-axis is increasing, but the corresponding x displacement, when we travel from here to here, the corresponding x displacement is almost 0. Okay. So what do you mean by that? Although current changes, it can maintain constant voltage across it. Hence, the Zener diode can be used as a voltage regulator. It maintains constant voltage across it under reverse bias condition, that we can see from this characteristic. Hence, we can conclude that the Zener diode will act as a voltage regulator when operated in its breakdown region, right? All this also we have seen in the previous class. Okay, fine. So again, in the breakdown region, there is something called as minimum current, IZ min. Okay. For example, if the current through Zener diode is here, the corresponding voltage is here. Okay, right? Then the Zener is not operated in the breakdown region. Correct? Zener is operated in the breakdown region means there has to be some minimum current, that is IZ min, right? And if we slightly increase this reverse, okay, voltage, there is huge change in, okay, the Zener current, right? Any large current can damage the device, okay, right? So there is also a limit to the maximum current, a limit to the minimum current, so that we are here in the breakdown region, okay, and a limit to the maximum current, okay, so that the diode is safely operated, okay. So that is IZ max. So where Zener diode will act as a voltage regulator means as long as the current is between IZ min and IZ max, okay, only there the Zener diode will act as a voltage regulator. Next, voltage regulator circuit, very easy, okay. See this circuit, I hope all of you understood. The important, okay, feature of the Zener diode is in reverse bias condition. So we are connecting the Zener diode in reverse bias, a resistor to protect the Zener diode, right? To this, if you connect a load, okay, then what happens? The voltage across that load will be maintained constant, although the supply changes. Clear? Okay. That is the voltage regulator circuit. So R Zener diode, additionally we will get a load resistor, okay. So this is the circuit for voltage regulator, okay. The same R Zener diode, and then we have load. Now what happens? What do you mean by unregulated voltage? Okay, what do you mean by unregulated voltage? Voltage is fluctuating. For example, if we connect 5.1 volt Zener diode, okay, here on resistor, suppose this supply is fluctuating 5. Okay, 5.3, 5.7, 5.4, 5.5, so on, it is fluctuating. Then what this circuit will do is it will give output constant at 5.1 volt, okay. So that is what is a regulator, right? And this is called as shunt regulator because the diode, okay, we are connecting in shunt with the load, okay, right? So remember series clipper, shunt clipper, right? So accordingly, this is called as a shunt regulator, okay, because the diode is connected in shunt. Shunt means parallel with the load. Okay, so this is the, okay, circuit for the Zener diode as a shunt regulator. Okay, so now what happens in this particular circuit? Okay, as I told you, if the supply fluctuates, still the output voltage is maintained constant. Let us see what exactly happens. Okay, so any, for example, if you say something fluctuates, still the output is constant. Okay, how will you analyze that? Is first, for example, if the supply increases, for example, if the supply increases, how the output is constant? Case 1. Second case, for example, if the supply decreases, how the output is maintained constant? These two cases, if you analyze, then we can be sure that this circuit, okay, will maintain constant output voltage. And what is the mechanism behind it? Okay, so now Let us discuss when input voltage has, okay, increased. When the input voltage increased, right? Okay. Zener, we know Zener diode will, based on its characteristics, it will maintain Vz constant. So Vin is increasing, but Vz is constant. Okay, property of Zener diode. What is the relation between Vz and V naught? Anybody please answer. What is the relation between Vz and V naught? Students, please answer. I have told you this earlier also. Whenever, okay, whenever two electronic components are connected in parallel, parallel means, okay, this end of, okay, the component, two ends connected to the other end of the component. For example, say this is one component, my left hand is one component, top terminal, bottom terminal. Okay, right hand is another component. So when we join, this is what is parallel connection. Top terminal connected to top, bottom terminal connected to bottom. Okay, so this is the parallel connection, right? So the 2 points at the top are joined, means potential is the same, correct? 2 points at the bottom are joined, means bottom potential is also the same, right? Top potential is the same, bottom potential is the same, so the potential difference will also be the same. Okay. In simple words, whenever two electronic components are connected in parallel, the voltage across them is always equal. So now tell me, what is the relation between Vz and V naught? Anybody please answer. Students, two electronic components, whenever they are connected in parallel, the voltage across them is equal. Okay. So based on this point which I have just told you, what is the relation between Vz and V naught? Think, okay, only if you think, right, your brain becomes sharper. Yes,
V naught
Z
equal
equal
to
to V
Vz.
naught.
very good, correct answer. So that is the reason we have here V naught is equal to Vz, right? Now let us see this particular node. Okay, the current through the load, let us call it as IL. The current through the Zener diode, let us call it as IZ. Z for Zener, L for load. Then the current which is, okay, flowing through R, let us call it as simply I. Anybody tell me the KCL equation at this node? Fast, please. Let us make our classes interesting. Okay, participate. I want all of you to participate. So what is the KCL equation at this node? Sum of currents entering is equal to sum of currents leaving. What are the entering currents? What is the current entering this node? Yes, students, see, entering arrow direction will tell you whether the current is entering or leaving. So
I, sir.
very good. So tell me the KCL equation at this node.
I equal to IL plus IZ.
Very good. Okay, I is equal to. So here we have the KCL equation. I is equal to IZ plus IL. The current that is flowing here is divided in these two branches. First branch, second branch. So I will be IZ plus IL, right? So these are the equations, okay, that we will consider. Now what happens if unregulated voltage means fluctuating voltage, not constant. With respect to time, it is fluctuating. Okay. So for example, if the input voltage fluctuating means it is increasing, decreasing. That is what we mean by fluctuating. So what happens at the instance when the input voltage increases? Okay. V increased, Vz is constant. Okay, right? So what will happen to voltage across C, across R? Now if you, okay, observe this, V in is equal to voltage across R plus Vz. Okay, right? We can say like that, right? So, isn't it? If you see this particular loop, Vin is the input voltage. It is divided across R, across Vz. Okay, correct? So, can anybody tell me what will be the expression? Okay, what will be the mathematical expression for IL? Use Ohm's law. Ohm's law, voltage by resistance. So IL will be what? Please answer. IL is current flowing through.
V naught by RL.
Very good. Okay, so IL is here. Okay, IL is V naught by RL. And just now we have seen V naught is equal to Vz. So we can say IL as, either we can say V naught by RL, because V naught is Vz, you can say it as Vz by RL. Okay. Now here, Vz, is it constant or varying? The main point of our discussion. Vz is what? Is it constant or is it varying? Please answer. What is happening?
Constant, sir.
Very good. Okay. So Vz is constant. We have already seen that. Okay. The characteristics of the Zener diode, we have seen that the Vz remains constant here. Okay. So what happens here? Vz is constant, right? RL is constant. So IL will be what? Okay. Vz is constant, RL is constant. So IL will be varying or constant?
Constant.
Constant. Very good. So IL is
Constant.
good. Okay. So here, as long as RL is constant, okay, Vz is anyway constant. So IL will be constant, right? Fine. So when input voltage increases, okay, what happens? What will happen to I? I will it increase or decrease? Please answer. When input voltage has increased, logically, what do you think? What will happen to I? I will
Increase.
Very good. Okay. So when input voltage increases, I increases, right? And we have already seen the expression for I as Iz plus IL. Okay, right? Now, when input voltage increases, I increases. Okay. But what about IL? IL is changing or constant? Just now we have seen. IL is constant. So what will increase? Okay, please answer. Input voltage increases. Okay, I increases. Correct. When I increases, which among these two increases? Iz or IL? Please answer.
Iz.
Very good. IL is constant. Correct. Okay. IL is constant, so Iz has to increase. So what exactly happens in this particular circuit is, when V increases, I increases. Okay. When I increases, Iz increases. Okay. And we know the property of Zener diode, that is, although the Iz increases, still it can maintain constant voltage. Although the current increases, still it can maintain constant voltage, right? So that is the operation of this particular circuit that we have just seen. Okay. So when input voltage increases, I increases. When I increases, Iz increases, but IL remains constant. Okay. And the output voltage remains constant. Anybody explain? Okay, if you understood this, you explain what happens if V decreases. If V decreases, what happens? Anybody please explain? If input voltage decreases, I will, when input voltage decreases, very good, I decreases. If I decreases, then what decreases? If I decreases, among these two, what will decrease?
IZ.
Very good. Okay. So this is what happens. So when input voltage decreases, I decreases. When I decreases, IZ will decrease. Okay. IL will be constant, and V0 will be constant. Clear? So this is what happens inside your Zener diode as a shunt regulator. Okay, circuit. Fine. So there are whatever I have explained. Okay, the points we have already here. Then we have one more equation. What will be the expression for I? Anybody? Again, Ohm's law. From Ohm's law, what will I be? See, always current I is potential difference. Difference, remember this word difference. Voltage is also called as potential difference. Okay. So, I, Ohm's law, is potential difference by resistance. So, what is I? Anybody please answer? Voltage at this point minus voltage at this point by this resistor. So, what will I be? Anybody please answer? Ohm's law. Quickly answer. What is the expression for I here? What is the expression for I? Students, voltage at this point minus voltage at this point, Ohm's law. Okay. Voltage across the resistor means voltage at one point minus voltage at another point. That is voltage across resistor. By the resistance will give current. Ohm's law. Okay. I is equals to potential difference by R. Okay. So what is I in this case? Quickly. Vn minus what by what? Fast please. Students.
Vn minus Vz by R.
Very good. Okay. Vn minus Vz by R. Okay. You know V0 is equal to Vz. Okay. So V0 is equals to Vz and I is Vn minus Vz by R. Okay. That equation is given here. I is equals to Vn minus Vz by R. Correct. And what is happening here? Okay. When Vn increases, I increases. Just see this. Okay. When Vn increases, I increases because Vz is constant, R is constant. When Vn decreases, I decreases. Okay. This is the initial point that I told you. When the input voltage increases, then I told you I increases. Mathematically proof of that you can understand from this. When Vn increases, okay, because Vz is constant, R is constant, when Vn increases, I increases, okay, right? And the remaining operation we discussed already. When Vn increases, I increases. When I increases, okay, Iz increases and IL is constant, P0 is constant. Okay, this already we have seen, right? So this is the functionality of the Zener regulator, Zener diode regulator. Okay, so now what we will do is we will see point by point of whatever we have seen so far, right? So first, what is Zener diode? Okay, silicon PN junction diode operated in reverse breakdown region. Remember, importantly, we are using it in the reverse breakdown region, right? Zener diodes fabricated with precise breakdown voltage by controlling doping level of manufacturing. I told you, okay, more the doping, thinner the depletion region, lower the breakdown voltage. Further, if I increase the doping, further thin becomes the depletion region, the breakdown voltage becomes even less. So doping will control the breakdown voltage, right? Symbol of Zener diode we have seen, right? And the operation in the breakdown region, this is the circuit because reverse we are connecting in the reverse bias condition. This is the circuit we have to connect. Okay. Next, when the reverse voltage is applied to Zener diode at a certain reverse voltage here, okay, this point, what happens? The reverse breakdown occurs and current in the Zener diode increases rapidly. Clear? Okay. The sharp change in the Zener current is called knee or Zener knee of the reverse characteristics. Where this current sharply increases, this point is called as knee or Zener knee. Okay. Next, the reverse bias voltage at which the breakdown occurs is called Zener breakdown voltage, denoted as Vz. See this voltage, this point, this is the Vz. Okay, this is the Vz. This, and we have seen how to control Vz by controlling doping. Okay, the same point. Next, the VI characteristics of Zener diode we can see here. Okay, forward same as ordinary PN junction diode. Reverse, okay, under the reverse bias condition, we have the breakdown operation. Okay, right. Next, we have also seen this Iz min, okay, and Iz max. So what are these Iz min, Iz max? Okay, Iz min is the minimum current through the Zener diode to maintain its reverse breakdown operation. The diode has to be in the reverse bias. Iz max is